Master of Sass, the temple on Haunted Hill. Kai told them what Ronan had told him about Yang's haunted temple, about how they could learn Airjitsu from the ghost of Sensei Yang himself. They take tour groups down there. We'll go on one of those tours and check out the place in broad daylight before going in at night, Cole decided. The ninja caught a ride with one of the tour buses, and Jay took the time to fix Zane's voice module as they drove. Irene took the opportunity to take a nap. She was worn out, but her ribs were healing up nicely now that she had time to rest. They finally arrived at the temple, and the tour group exited the bus. Welcome to Yang's Haunted Temple, the historical landmark and former home of Sensei Yang, the notorious sensei without a pupil, infamous for creating the lost martial art of Airjitsu, the tour guide announced, smiling. Unfortunately, we can't take our tour groups inside, for rumors say anyone trapped inside its walls at sunrise will be turned into a ghost permanently. But if you listen closely, maybe we'll be able to hear the ghost of Sensei Yang himself looking for his lost pupils. I hope it is not a rumor, for it is our only hope, Zane yelled. Sorry about my loud friend. He's a little hard of hearing, Cole apologized as several people turned to glare at them, including the tour guide. As the tour guide continued, Kai leaned over and whispered to Jay, I thought you said you fixed him. At least he's no longer talking backwards. I guess my tinkering got his volume level stuck, Jay said. At least you can understand me now, Zane yelled in Irene's ear. They got several dirty looks. Well, from now on, only speak if you have something really important to say, Cole whispered. Who put you in charge? Kai demanded. I did, Cole replied. After you guys mucked it up, it's my turn to be in charge. And like me, I like my plan simple. We sneak in, learn Airjitsu from the ghost of Sensei Yang, then get out of there before sunup. Since Moro already knows Airjitsu, we just have to hope he hasn't figured out the next clue, Kai said. Well, the sun is setting, which means we should head back to the bus. Wouldn't want anyone to turn into a ghost, the tour guide called. The ninja hid as the tourists boarded the bus and left. Once it was dark, Cole and Jay tried to open the windows, but Zane and Kai simply opened the door. Irene started giggling at the looks on Cole's and Jay's faces. They entered, and the door slammed shut on their own. Irene tried the door. It's locked. We're stuck here for now. They entered a room that was clearly a study. Cole yelped as a spider appeared right in front of him. He flicked it away. Relax. If this place is truly haunted, we just need to wait until he shows himself, Kai said. You heard the tour guide. If we're not out by sunup, we'll be ghosts, Cole said nervously. You didn't buy into that malarkey, did you? Kai said, rolling his eyes. Kai, we've seen wilder stuff. You never know, Irene pointed out. Yeah, I don't want to be a ghost. Who wants to be a ghost? Cole said. He shuddered. Why didn't anyone warn us this place would get so creepy after dark? Remind me again why we agreed to put the guy afraid of ghosts in charge? Jay asked. Zane pulled a book off the shelf and opened it. Listen to this! He yelled in Jay's ear. Allow me, Jay said, taking the book from Zane and looking at it. Whoa! It says here, though many believed Sensei Yang's unusually strict teachings drove his pupils away, others admit to never seeing any of them leave the temple grounds, suggesting a more sinister plot. Ha! How awesome is that? Not awesome. Not even a little, Cole said. What if whatever happened to those students happens to us if we don't make it out in time? Irene worried. Don't believe everything you read, Kai said dismissively. Yang was hard on his pupils for a reason, for in his words, as iron sharpens iron, sensei sharpens student. Jay read. I wonder what he meant by that, Kai said. A creepy moaning sound came from the grandfather clock against the wall. It's him! He's in the clock! Cole cried, frightened, as the clock started shaking. You're the leader! Check it out! Jay told him. Cole opened it and screamed as Zane's falcon flew out. The falcon landed on Zane's arm and the creepy moan came from his beak. Cole glared at everyone as they started to laugh. A prank, really? He demanded. We were just trying to help you relax, Kai snickered. Sure helped me relax, Irene said with a giggle. Yeah, you should have heard yourself scream, Jay said. Zane played a recording of Cole screaming, sending Kai, Jay, and Irene into another laughing fit. They went quiet as they heard a loud thud. Another prank. Real funny. Didn't anyone teach you to quit while you're ahead? Cole said, opening the door and leaving the room. They looked at each other. Was that you? Kai asked. Not me, Jay replied. Me either, Zane added. So if none of us did it... Irene's voice trailed off, and she looked at the boys in horror. Cole, wait! They all shouted, running after him. Yeah. Very scary, Cole muttered, approaching a door with the handle jiggling all by itself. As if I believe in ghosts. I swear, Cole, we didn't do that, Kai said as the others caught up. Let's go back to the study, Jay pleaded. It wasn't us! Zane and Irene cried. Okay, I have to admit, this is pretty good. How'd you get the handle to move all by itself? Is Nia behind there? Or one of Irene's illusions? Cole asked. It's not me, Irene cried. Don't open that door! Jay shrieked. They screamed as Cole opened it, but nothing happened. Well, that was anticlimactic, Irene remarked. Kai looked around the room. Sensei Yang's dojo. This is where he must have trained his pupils, he realized. Or got rid of them, Jay said fearfully. Knock it off, guys. If that wasn't you behind the rattling door, who was it? Cole said. The ghost of Sensei Yang, Irene said in a whisper. As iron sharpens iron, Sensei sharpens student, a disembodied voice boomed. It's the ghost of Sensei Yang! The ninja all screamed. Guys, what does he mean by sharpen? Jay wondered as the swords on the wall floated into the air. Let's not hang around to find out, Cole cried. Let's get out of here, Kai shouted, grabbing Irene's hand and running, the others close behind. They ran, screaming as the weapons flew after them. Does this mean he doesn't want to teach us air jitsu? Jay asked. Forget air jitsu. Where's the window? Kai said. This way, Cole said, pointing. They tugged at the window in a panic, but it was locked. Gah, we're caged in like animals, Jay cried. Irene whimpered and hid behind Kai as Yang's creepy laughter echoed through the temple. Let's try the front door, Cole said. But that's downstairs, and in case you haven't paid attention, there's flying weapons trying to slice and dice us, Kai shouted. There's a dumbwaiter, Zane said, pointing behind Jay. Hey, watch for who you're calling. Oh, a dumbwaiter, Jay said, realizing that Zane wasn't pointing at him. That can take us down. They quickly squeezed themselves in and started going down. You're squishing me, Irene complained. You said there'd be enough room for all 5 of us in here, Jay accused Zane. My calculations are always correct, Zane replied. Ow, my ear, Cole said. Well, turn on a light or something because I can't see a thing. Zane provided some illumination, and there was Sensei Yang in their midst. As iron sharpens iron. The ninja tumbled out of the dumbwaiter and scrambled to get away. As iron sharpens iron, Sensei sharpens student, Yang called after them. They opened the front door and almost fell into a void. That was not there when we got here, Irene shrieked, clinging to Jay. What is it? What's down there? Oh, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know, Jay cried. We appear to be trapped within some kind of interdimensional ethereal realm, Zane said. Oh, I told you not to tell me, Zane. Knowing that just makes things worse, Jay cried. They got back inside. Yang was laughing. We're trapped here, Irene whispered. From all the corners of the room, hundreds of spiders emerged. Irene's face went pale. No, she whimpered, backing up against the wall. Not spiders, please, anything but spiders. The boy stood in front of her, stomping on the spiders as they scuttled across the floor. Irene curled up in a ball, terrified. Irene, use your force fields, Cole shouted. He got no answer. Irene? He turned to see Irene huddled against the wall, hyperventilating, her eyes staring at nothing as her hands hugged her knees to her chest. Guys, she's having a panic attack, Cole said. What do we do? Kai asked. Leave it to me, Jay said, pulling a harmonica out of nowhere and shoving it into Irene's mouth. The loud, discordant notes jarred Irene back into reality. She was instantly quiet. Jay looked pleased with himself as she glared at him. See, she's calmed down, he said. Irene threw the harmonica at his head. Ow! He cried, rubbing his forehead. Where did you even get a harmonica? She demanded, standing up. But it worked, didn't it? Jay said with a grin. Yang's laugh echoed through the temple. They ran, dodging all the tricks and traps throughout the temple, hiding in a room. Jay shut the door. All right, so there's no way out of the haunted temple, but at least all the commotion's died down, he said. Yeah, we just got to get through the night together. Show Yang we're not scared, Kai added. He spotted movement in the corner of his eye and turned to see a portrait of Sensei Yang. There was nothing unusual about it, though. The clock chimed, scaring the ninja. It's just a clock. We're not afraid of time, but we are afraid of not getting out of here in time, Cole said, looking panicked. Oh my gosh, why did we spend the night in a haunted temple? Everyone get a hold of yourselves! Even if my volume wasn't stuck, I'd still be yelling at this decibel, Zane shouted. The others quickly calmed down. Zane's right. What are we doing? We need to toughen up. We're ninja. We already missed out on air jutsu the first time. We can't let this opportunity pass, Cole said. Guys, Kai said, walking up to a painting of a ship in a stormy sea. Are paintings supposed to move? He asked. No, paintings are not supposed to move, Irene said. Jay walked up and touched the picture. Kai backed away as water spilled out of the painting, flooding the room at an alarming rate. Why did you touch the scary picture, Jay? Cole accused. I didn't know it would do that, Cole, Jay retorted. Kai tried to open the doors. It's locked, he cried. As iron sharpens iron, sensei sharpens student, Yang's voice repeated. Oh, great, back for round 2, Jay shouted. Kai was panicking. Water, I'm afraid of water, he gasped. We're all gonna drown. He tugged harder on the doors as the water continued to rise. Jay grabbed onto a plank to keep himself afloat with one hand and held onto Irene with the other. It's all in your head, Kai. He's trying to scare us out so we don't get air jutsu, he said. Cole swam up to the surface. I don't know, tastes pretty real to me, he said. Where's Kai? Zane shouted. The water was almost to the ceiling. As the water rose above their heads, the doors opened and the water rushed out, sweeping them all into the hallway. They all started coughing, trying to get the water out of their lungs. Well, that wasn't refreshing, Kai gasped. First the haunting, then the spiders, and now the water. What's next? Cole said. That's it. He is testing us, Jay realized. Cole's afraid of ghosts, Irene's afraid of spiders, and Kai's afraid of water. As iron sharpens iron, sensei sharpens student. He's making us face our fears, Kai added. Which means whatever he throws at us next, we have to face together. And this time, no running away, Cole said. Or swimming away, Jay added. Fine, but time's running out, and if we don't figure out a way of staying in this together, none of us are going to get out alive, Kai said. They found a rope, looping it around their waists, tying them together. Kai in front, then Zane, then Jay, then Irene, and Cole in the back. All right, no matter what happens, no one can run away. We're in this together, Cole said. Ha-ha! Ain't no thing but a Sensei Yang, Jay chuckled. Let's find him and get that Urjitsu. As they walked down the hall, Kai said, just so we're not surprised, Zane, Jay, what sort of things are you afraid of? Zane was about to answer, but he turned to look behind him. Ah! I think I know what I'm afraid of, he screamed, pointing. They all turned to see what he was pointing at. It's Moro! They all screamed. Of all the times to have to fight him again, Cole groaned. Ugh, and he already knows air jutsu. We don't stand a chance, Jay added. Wait a minute, Kai said. If we're all afraid of Moro, this must be the next test. And how are we supposed to save Lloyd if we don't even have the courage to face him? He's right. Let's get him, Cole said. They started to run after Moro, but being tied together slowed them down. Moro vanished around a corner. We weren't fast enough, Cole panted. Kinda hard to keep up, Irene gasped. Kai pointed. There he is, he cried. All right, let's step together, Cole decided. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He counted their steps as they ran, keeping them all in sync until Kai stopped suddenly in front of the stairs. Jay smacked into Zane. Ow! He went up to the attic, Kai said. Ah, attics. Definitely near the top of the list of things I'm afraid of, Jay said as they went up the stairs. Creepy things always happen in attics. And basements, Irene said. The ninja entered the attic and saw Moro. He's just standing there. What do we do? Jay whispered. I don't know, but go face him, Jay, Kai whispered back. Ugh, you face him, Jay hissed. We'll all face him, Cole said. They approached him together and Moro disappeared, startling them. They jumped back as Sensei Yang appeared before them. As iron sharpens iron, Sensei sharpens student, Yang said. You have passed the test. Huh? Then you'll teach us how to do air jitsu? Kai asked. Yang showed them a scroll. Only those who see things through will reap the benefit of the reward, he said, giving the scroll to Cole. That's not the only thing we see through. Why is it I can see through my hand? Jay asked nervously. His hand was indeed transparent. Yang started to laugh. Now you will join my students, he said as several ghosts appeared behind him in chains. He's not just their mentor, he's their captor, Cole realized. The new dawn's upon us. Get out before the clock's last chime if you can, Yang said, disappearing. The ninja ran, screaming as they fell down the stairs in a heap. Why did we tie ourselves together? Zane cried. There's no time to explain, we just have to move, Cole said as they got up. He counted their steps as they ran, keeping them in sync. The door, hurry, Kai shouted. Irene grabbed the back of Jay's gi to keep up as they ran faster. The sun was rising. They made it out and Irene tumbled to the grass in relief. We made it, she gasped. My hand. I can see my hand. We made it, Kai whooped. But where's Cole? Jay asked, picking up the end of the rope. A chill ran down Irene's spine. Oh no. Don't worry, I got the scroll, Cole shouted, running outside, holding the scroll up and grinning in triumph. His excitement died when he saw the horrified looks on his friends' faces. Why are you all looking at me like that? He asked. You didn't make it out in time, Jay said quietly. Yeah, Cole, you're Kai couldn't finish his sentence. Cole looked down at himself. He gasped. I'm a ghost. Irene heard Sensei Yang's laughter echoing from inside the temple.